last lesson that you had was about converting linear measurements, like the one that you see. We did meters were large, feet were smaller, so that meant that we multiplied, and we looked on our conversion chart and we found that there were 3.2808 feet in a meter. And you could use a calculator for this. I'm letting you use a calculator because it's pretty intense multiplication and division. 808, bear with me. And it came out to 19.6848 feet. But our problem here is that, yes, that is how many feet is in 6 meters, but we can't measure it. Turn it off. Sorry for that. But we can't measure it with a ruler. So we got to be able to convert that into something that is measurable with a ruler. And how you do that, I'm going to switch papers here. This is your paper that you should have. Okay? I'm going to do a different example here. If we're making 5.505 feet into something that is measurable, we're going to follow the instructions here. It says take off the whole number of feet and multiply the decimal by 12 to convert that part into inches. So we're going to take this whole number off and multiply just the decimal times 12. Let me get my calculator back out. 0.505 times 12 is 6.06. That whole number 5 that we took off is actually the whole feet part of your answer. Slide back over here. Into the next step. So this is now inches. Into the next step, we're going to say, it says multiply the whole part, or the whole part of the number is the whole number of inches. So we're going to take off that whole number again. That whole number is going to be the whole number of inches that's in your final answer. And our directions tell us to take the decimal part of this, 0.06, and multiply it by 16. We do it by 16 because that's your standard rule, can only measure to a 1/16 of an inch. So if we multiply that times 16, we're going to get 0.94. And this is where we're going to have to round it a little bit. 0.94, we have to think, is that closer to 0 or is that closer to 1? It's closer to 1, so that's why we're going to have 1/16 of an inch. And that is the fraction that comes over here. And you notice that on our other example up above there was a little minus there. Here we're also going to put a little minus because our 0.94 is actually smaller than 1. So this would be a little bit smaller than 1/16 of an inch. I hope you can use this example to do the next one. And then as you follow down your page, I'm hoping that you can pick up that in this example we're starting with inches. So our very first step of multiplying by 12 is not necessary because it's already in inches. Same thing with the next Same thing with the next example, and then that is it. You don't have a back page to this. Okay, so making things useful to us is very important. Thank you, and try your best.